Hey guys, and welcome back to the Modern Game Network. Today we are going to be talking about how to use OBS in more detail, how to transform sources, flip sources, remove sources, all sorts of stuff like that. Hope you enjoy this video. Let's get started. So here we are in OBS as last time. I will have that earlier video linked in the description so you can find out where to download it and all sorts of stuff like that, and a brief overview. That's what that video was about. But right now we're going to be talking about OBS in more detail. So take your mouse or your touchpad and right click whatever source you have. This should come up. If it doesn't, then just look up how to right click with your mouse or computer on the internet, and plenty of things will come up. But for me, all I have to do is just right click on it and all of this comes up. Now add, that's basically really all that is just you clicking the plus sign. It's the same as just clicking the plus sign, because here you can see. So you don't need to worry about that. We covered that in the previous video. But with this video, we're focusing more on all of this stuff, not the add button, because we already know what that is. Well, rename is pretty obvious. You can rename it from display capture to random name, to a random name, or to video desktop or something like that, whatever you feel like. But I'm just going to call it my desktop capture. So yeah, we'll just go back here. So rename, we know what that does. Remove, we also know what that does. That will just remove the desktop capture or whatever source you have here from your preview right here. So right now, if I remove the desktop capture, the screen would go black. So we have these done. Order, this is just moving it down in the list right here. So like if I add a color source, just a random little box right here, if I move it down and up, down and up, down and up, down moves it to the back. But right now we're just going to remove that. Yes. Alright. So we remove that, but that's basically what that is. It just orders it in terms of if it's in the front or back or whatever. You know, you get what I mean. And then top is just moving it in the source section. Transform, this basically just flips it and rotates it. You can edit all this right here. I haven't done that. I don't think you will need to either. Really all I use it to do is fit to screen, stretch to screen, and center to screen. So if I made this smaller, like I'll just do that right now. I'll just make it smaller. So the screen's going to get pretty small for you guys just for a second here. Transform, and then fit to screen, poofs it back out. And if I make it smaller again, I'll just make it a bit bigger for you guys so you can see it. See what I'm doing. So you just go up to transform again. Stretch to screen will just pretty much do the same thing as fit to screen. It's just if you have something that won't fit to screen normally, like a desktop, or no, excuse me, like a picture that's more up and down than left and right, it will stretch it out, and sometimes this can make the picture or video or whatever you have a little bit blurry and pixely. Well, pixelated. I just say pixely, but you know, that's just me. Anyway, center to screen, all that does is just center it. As you can see here, the black outlines are even on all sides. So let's just transform that back into our fit to screen and explore some of these other things. So scale filtering, I just keep mine on disable, but you can change that to whatever you want. So I'm just going to keep that on disable for mine. I've never really messed around with it. Full screen projector, that just is your display that you're using. Windowed projector, yes. So that's just what comes up when you click on that. And now properties are just, for this at least, just lets you choose between displays. I have another display that I use, so this one's display 0, my main laptop display. And you can choose whether to capture cursor. Now it's not doing it anymore. Now it is. I want it on capture cursor for you guys so that you can see what I'm doing. Filters are another great thing, and this is where you can add green screen and stuff like that. So if you're familiar with green screens, chroma key is your thing to use. If I was in front of a green screen right now and I had my video source on, then I would just have no background, which if you're familiar with green screens, you know that. And all these are fairly easy to work with. I will do a more detailed tutorial of these separately once I have a green screen and I know how it works. If you want to help me do that, please donate at the link in the description. Alright, thank you for doing that. So apply LUT. I haven't really explored these effects very much, so I'm pretty much in the dark here. I mean, you can kind of just tell what these are for by the names. Like color correction, I'm assuming will just change the color and such of your display or video or whatever, but I'm not sure. And I'll do my next video, I'll hopefully be able to do a more detailed thing of these effects, a more detailed analysis of these effects. Sharpen, that just makes your video look clearer. Scroll, that actually is helpful. I never knew that existed. Wow, I'm totally gonna use that now. Scaling, aspect ratio. You usually want that on Lanczos resolution. You're gonna want to put that on HD. I'll just keep that up actually. Render delay. That just delays how long your video, in milliseconds, how long it takes your video to render. This I really don't know what that is, but I will look into it for you all. Crop pad, that, oh, this is very helpful. So if I do 400, it kind of blocks out the stuff for you, but it makes it the same size. So like, let me move down here and 40, 400. So you still have it in here. Let me just move this out of the way. So you still have this in here, but you can have sidebars and such. I don't want that, so I'm gonna get rid of it and just put it at 0. So that's very helpful. I use that for my chess streams on Twitch a lot. I don't use OBS though. I use Streamlabs OBS, which you should totally use. It's really awesome and it's free. So I'll try and put a link to that in the description. Color key. Again, I'm not sure what that is, but I mean, I don't use any of these effects while I'm using OBS or anything. So it's not like you need to use these effects, but if you do have a green screen, like I said, you need to use a chroma key for that to work. Or Chrome Cam is a free thing that you can download on the internet, but I've found after downloading it, maybe this is just the CPU on this computer that I'm using, but it doesn't work very well for me, at least. Anyway, that's pretty much it for this video. That's just a bit more detailed with everything in here. That's pretty much all you need to know here, and hope you have great luck with your OBS. Please be sure to click that little subscribe button if you're in full screen mode on the bottom right corner of the video, and it'll be in the non-full screen mode. So just click that and, well, no, hover over that and a little subscribe button will pop up that you can click and subscribe to our channel. Please be sure to click the bell next to the subscribe button, because I've heard from many different channels now that you won't get notifications unless you click that bell. So, thank you for watching. Please donate in the description, at the link in the description below if you like the video.